Most people think success is about hard work. But the real players, the companies, the winners, the power brokers, use psychology and structural systems, not motivation or luck. These are the tools companies use to control behavior, influence choices, and dominate markets, and how you can use the same strategies to plan smarter, influence better, and build unstoppable success. Once you understand these, you stop being controlled and start using it as a strategic weapon. Loss aversion. Fear of losing has more effect than desire to gain. People fear losses about twice as much as they value gains. Marketers and businesses use this strategy, saying, "Many clients already use this trend who are ahead of 90% than others." A software company sends an email, "90% of your peers are already using our tool to stay ahead. Don't get left behind." Customers who hadn't considered switching immediately subscribes, not for gain, but to avoid falling behind competitors. The Cobra effect. Bad incentives worsens the problem that does not deliver the actual solution. Rewarding citizens for dead mouse tails to control mouse, which led people to breed mice to claim rewards. A better incentive would have been to reward fewer mouse sightings, aligning the reward with the actual goal and preventing the problem from worsening. Decoy effect. People's choices are influenced by an additional, less attractive option. Use it to nudge decisions in your favor. A coffee shop offers small $2, medium $4, large $5. Most pick large because medium looks overpriced compared to large, even though they didn't plan to spend $5. The decoy nudged their decision. People don't change from advice. They change from consequences. Pain teaches faster than wisdom. People rarely change just from hearing advice. Real transformation comes from consequences. Mistakes, failures. Pain force reflection and action in a way that wisdom alone cannot. The focusing illusion. People overestimate the impact of a single factor like a raise or a new office on their overall happiness or success. Chasing a silver bullet. If they got one big client, everything will be fixed. Implement marginal gain systems. Focus on aligned fundamental things that contribute to overall happiness rather than depending on one factor. The sunk cost fallacy. It makes people keep going with things just because they've already invested time, money, or effort, even when it no longer benefits them. This habit wastes energy on low-value pursuits and quietly builds average lives. The future self connection. When people imagine a better version of themselves, they take action. A gym ad shows, "You in 90 days with a transformation silhouette, massive signups." Reactance. People resist being told what to do. Frame guidance as choices instead of commands to increase compliance. People are likely to listen more carefully when you interpret indirectly. This makes people to be less defensive and understand better. Rebound effect. Restricting behavior can cause people to want it more. Invitation-only membership instantly increases demand because people want what's restricted. Narrative transportation. Humans get pulled into stories so deeply they lower critical thinking. This is the foundation of powerful marketing and politics. Use stories when persuading, not logic. Stories bypass resistance. Fear relief compliance. First induce anxiety, then remove it. The relief creates intense loyalty, where the cycle of fear followed by sudden kindness conditions the target to associate the speaker with safety, strengthening control over time. Agenda-setting power. The person who defines the question controls the answer. Corporations manipulate conversations by controlling what is talked about, not just how. Use it to frame decisions instead of saying, "Should we do this?" You could say, "Which version of this should we start with?" You gain subtle control. Power is method. Practice responsibly and influence ethically.